What up, soul fam? Good morning. 8:34 in the morning. I'm dragging ass today. I am so tired. I'm so sore. I'm really sore. Being so sore is making me so tired and making me super fucking grumpy. I'm like, I feel like an old mean cat that you try to pet and be nice to this little kitty, and the cat turns around and goes and bites you. That's me today. I'm an old bitch cat. I'm an old, tired, sore kitty cat that's gonna hiss and bite everybody that tries to be nice to me and kill anybody that tries to be mean to me. Scratch people that are mean to me. I don't know what is wrong with me, actually. I don't know if it's energy. I don't know if it's something to do with, I haven't checked the Schumann. I don't know anything that's going on in the cosmos right now. I don't know what the shift is of Saturn or Pluto or any of the Mercury. I don't know when the hell Mercury's retrograde, but I feel that fucker coming, because it's the only logical thing right now. My computer at work was freezing and going super, super duper slow. I think it's because I'm super duper duper spoiled, because, we're used to this high speed internet crap, and when we're, moving on computer, we've learned to acclimate with the computer and go fast or faster than the computer. Sometimes you type and do all these commands before they even pop up on the screen, but they're going to pop up, so you just hit these certain buttons because it's going to bring you to that certain other screen, because you memorize this, because it's something that's repetitive and you do it all the time. And then all of a sudden something happens and internet is slow. Internet is slow anyways, because they're implementing the 5G everywhere. So they're, putting these wires in, and as they put them in or install this stuff, your 4G knocks down to like this LTE. I forget what that stands for, but it's like the in-between of the services, or I don't know. Some computer nerd tried to explain it to me and I still didn't get it. I need somebody to actually dumb it down, but I think I got it. It's like the in-between service connection and data or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, the computer kept freezing, going very slow, and that's just very annoying because you've adapted to a certain speed when you're at work, and then all of a sudden you gotta slow down. Then I remind myself, okay, the universe wants me to slow down, wants me to be more conscious, bringing me into the moment. And then, of course, I turn around and be like, shut up, universe, let me work. This whole thing I'm really struggling with, to be honest. I'm struggling with the oneness, to be honest, with all of you. At least I'm acknowledging this and I'm aware of it. It would be really so much harder not to be aware of it. I'm seeing chemtrails in the sky, even though it's really freaking cloudy and it's gonna rain and there's sun, there's chemtrails behind the huge rain clouds. It's really strange. Anyways, I feel like Oscar the Grouch today. What the hell was I saying? Give me a second. I'm just super scattered today. Started yesterday. Being aware. At least I'm aware. Being unaware would just make things more difficult, because it would just make me spiral down the hill faster. But being aware of, what's happening around me consciously, it helps me, acknowledge it and kind of put a pause on what's happening and bring myself back in and try to realign and balance your soul, mind, body, and oneness is honestly just, it's not easy. I'm having these issues with these, I'm gonna say it, fucktards, and I know that they're me and I am them. But boy, let me tell you, the way I see people, because, you know, we're all aspects of Source. We are all different aspects of each other, living out these different lives in these different bodies on different timelines with different perspectives. And there's just like too many of me. And I'm really not liking other aspects of me. And I'm trying to see that, you know, they're projecting, they're mirroring me. There's something I don't like about them that I'm still struggling with within me. And it's a challenge. Man, it's like I'm a fucking wart. Like, you think you got it, and then you're like content, and life is good, and then the wart grows back because you didn't pull it from the fucking root, and then you're a big pain in the ass again. Well, at work, I have multiple pains in the ass. It's like the warts are spreading. It's probably a really bad analogy, and I don't mean like genital warts or anything like that. I mean like a wart, like from a toad. Man, I'm hot. Now I'm hot. I'm on fire. Like today, I don't know, there must be a lot of fire in the cosmos, and it's igniting this fire, like this me, because I'm on fire. I'm just like, then I haven't been using my throat chakra and haven't been speaking up like I should. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna breathe through this. I'm gonna let that person project. I'm just gonna let that person be, because that person is being like this because of that, and like this and like that and like that. But nothing happens. Like, they don't get better, they get worse. And then they take advantage of you because you're nice. And then they confuse my kindness for weakness until I put bitches in check. And that's kind of like what I did yesterday at work at the end of my shift, when I had a total mini meltdown. I'm like, personally, I believe that I am like probably the most coolest boss you could ever have. And I don't even like to give myself a title. Like, I could give a shit that I'm a boss. Just pay me what I'm worth and let me do my job. And, you know, give me my responsibilities. But I am not a leader. Like, maybe I'm a leader, but I'm not a dictator. I'm definitely not a dictator. I'm not a person that you do this and you do this and you do this and you do this. I'm more of a person that is like, can you do this? You'd be helping me if you could do this, even though it's your job. But it'd be helpful if you could do this. And I would never tell anybody to do anything I wouldn't do. So I don't clean toilets, so I would never tell anybody on my staff to clean a toilet. I don't clean up barf. I wouldn't make them clean up barf. But if I sweep and mop and dust and do, you know, random stuff around the place, I would expect them to do it too. So I am part of the team, so I jump in and help my team. There are other managers on my team that say, that's not your job. We hired people to do that job. And I'm like, I know that, but I don't care. I'm going to help them do their job because we are a team and we do this together. And it causes a little bit of friction because they feel that I should be all like high and mighty and sit on this high horse and be like, you do this and 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 you do. And I sit there and I watch everybody do what they're supposed to fucking do. I'm not like that. I've never been like that. Yo, we ride together. And I lead by example. So I guess if I'm a leader, this is the way I would lead. I do. And I do with. I'm definitely not a dictator. I'm not a helicopter boss. I'm not even a helicopter mom. I'm just like, this is what I expect from you. If you don't do it, you have to deal with the consequences. You know, if you're not going to study, you're going to fail in school. Not my problem. That's your fucking problem. You should have studied harder. If you really wanted it, you would do it. If anybody really wants anything, they would do it. So that's just the kind of person I am. That's the kind of person I've been. I've always been that way. I don't know. So yesterday I had a little mini meltdown at work. I dropped the F word a couple times. I think I even yelled at the gods. And after I yelled at the gods, it was brought to my attention why I lost the fucking drop. Yeah, so I got sidetracked yesterday at work. I tend to get wrapped up doing other people's work, even some of the managers. which I don't mind helping people out, especially when they're older and they're not really savvy on the computer, so I use my abilities to help, but I'm starting to wear myself out. And yesterday my meltdown happened, and I know this probably sounds like an excuse, but it's because my body just really hurts, and I'm not one of those people that are like, ow, ow, every 5 seconds pointing out what hurts. I just kind of breathe through it, and if I make a noise and somebody asks, oh, what's wrong? I'll be like, oh, my knees hurt or something. Then I'll tell you. But I'm not like just like, oh, my body, blah, 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 like I'm doing right now. I just keep it in. And, you know, I don't let anything from my home life, I don't carry it with me to work. So I don't let, you know, the shit in my real life, my family life, the things that are very depressing, and, you know, taking care of my dad and watching your parents, you know, get old and can't do anything for themselves. You know, I have a whole lot of things that are going on in my personal life. You know, my siblings, they, you know, we're not in this huge fight with each other anymore, but we don't talk. We don't like call each other and shoot the shit. I've tried to call them and shoot the shit, but they don't. Hey, Popo hiding in the cut, I see you. But they don't care. So I kind of just like moved on with my life. And it's just like, it's still kind of it's sensitive not having your family, when you came from a family that's loud and active and everybody gets together with these big gatherings and you have fun, you fight, you get over it, you know, you have your moments. That's what families do. Not my family. My family will fucking stab you in the back, give you a hug, and then stab you while they're hugging you. That pretty much sums it up. And I still love them through that. I'll be like hugging them, be like, here, I'll hand them the fucking knife. Here, stab me. I know you're going to do it anyways. That way I'm prepared for it. And I still love them anyways. But there's something going on. It's got to be Mercury, because I'm like messaging, blah, blah, blah. I'm spewing. It's like word vomit. Spewing the messages. But yesterday I got vocal and I had a little BF, bitch fit, and dropped the F word, yelled at the gods, and then it was brought to my attention that, you know, did you ever realize that maybe you lost the drop and you got sidetracked, or you were asked to do this certain task so you didn't get on the road and have a car accident, and that they kind of put me in check. So I kind of cooled down a little bit, and I felt a little ashamed that I was so upset, because that is true. You know, sometimes when you get sidetracked and you get thrown off track, when you have, like, I was done. I wanted to go home. It was the end of my shift, and it was just like something kept coming up and keeping me at work, and all I wanted to do was go home because I just was tired and sore. And something just kept coming up. And it's true. You know, I do drive home. It was raining really hard. It's hunting season. All the deer are running crazy because they don't want to get shot and killed. And it was dark, full moon. So I mean, like, yeah, my spirit guides, maybe they were trying to protect me, like, you know, yo, trigger that person to give her another task. Hide her drop so she can't find it. And I was freaking out. I thought I lost thousands and thousands of dollars because somebody asked me to do something, and because I didn't really want to do it, I was like, ugh. So I must have set the money down, not realizing that I set the money down, and started to do what they asked me to do, and then I couldn't find the money. Boy, oh boy. The person that asked me to do the task that I didn't want to do in the first place is the same person that found my drop, and I just ripped it out of her hands. Said, give me that. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm cranky before I fucking quit. And I just stormed out the door. And sitting in my car, Spirit said to me again, didn't you listen? And I was just sitting there for a second, like, yeah, I listened. But I didn't really process it. I mean, I did, but I was still just grumpy. You know, when I'm grumpy, it takes me a minute to like process you know, the information, to accept that I overreacted. So as I was driving, I was being really extra careful, because Spirit was like, you know, we were just trying to keep you safe. Did that not, like, was that not even a thought for you to think, like, maybe these side steps that we're pulling you into is to keep you safe from something out there? So I was like driving home, like in my mind, like, yeah, thanks. Just driving, just looking around, being like really safe and careful, and, you know, just taking it easy, because it still was raining and it was very dark. And I just was like, the first thing that was on my mind was like, deer, look for deer. So I made it home safe, and I felt really bad. I still feel really bad, but I'm still very sore and I'm very tired, and I'm still a little cranky. Like, I still have this like funky energy lingering inside of me that I'm going to check it before I walk into the building today, because I don't want to take it out on anybody. But it's going to be so hard, because if you have certain people that you work with that pick at you like a little vulture, it's like they're trying so hard to get a reaction from you. And normally I don't let them get a reaction from me. But today I feel like if they do try to pick at me, I think they might get a reaction. But then again, who knows? Maybe I'll be fine. By that time, maybe I'll be fine. I got my coffee. Maybe I'm grumpy because I'm not eating. I'm gonna blame it on the fucking carbs. I even had a little tiny dinner roll yesterday. I was so hungry. Being hangry is no joke. Being hungry and hangry. Ate my little piece of bread in the closet. Thought I was gonna pass out. I was dizzy. You can't live on salad. But I don't normally eat a lot of carbs anyways, but the last couple of, maybe a week or two, I have been indulging in things that I probably shouldn't have. But eating that piece of bread made me feel so much better. It felt like I was eating love. So, I mean, it could be even that. It could be a change in what I'm eating, because it's like, you know, sometimes when you change up your diet a little bit, you crave for certain things. I don't know, I'm just being a total brat. I'll get over it. It'll all change. I'll be fine shortly. I think I feel better talking about this. I can actually laugh about it. But I'm sharing with you guys to let you know that I'm human. And, you know, I have these really real moments. You know, you see me here talking to you guys, sharing my journey, my experience, my awakening with you guys, so that you know that there are other people out there that are experiencing the same things that you are experiencing, or similar things that you are experiencing. And just because I meditate and do yoga and I'm going through this awakening, and I am aware and I am conscious and I am kind, I am mindful, and I am service to others and service to myself, that I'm still really fucking human, and I still have meltdowns, and sometimes I can't see the bigger picture, but I catch myself, you know, doing the things that I tell people not to do, or to be aware of doing. You know, be aware of it, bring awareness to it, and then work through it. And I'm sharing with you guys that I still have these moments in my life. You know, even though some of you may look at me as a teacher, I'm still a student. I'm a student sharing my experience with you guys that could feel like I'm teaching you guys. I'm just sharing. So this is really real, and I'm working through the steps as well. So don't feel like, if you know you're going through this and you have like a mini meltdown, that you failed in this process of awakening. I mean, you're human. You're still living in this third dimensional reality. You're going to have these third dimensional issues. You're still going to deal with third dimensional assholes. You still have to go to work at your third dimensional job, you know, your 3D job, the matrix. And no matter where you are, there's always going to be a matrix. It just won't be this dimension. It's going to be a different dimension. And Matrix is not necessarily a bad thing. So yeah, I'm struggling with the whole I am nothing, but at the same time, I am everything. I am you, you are me. And I'm like, well, why is that person such a fucking asshole? And then I remember, okay, that's me on that timeline in that body living out that lifetime. But still knowing that, and that person coming at me sideways still triggers me, and I get angry. But talking to you guys, I'm starting to realize something. So for the most part, when I come at my own self as an asshole, I usually just smile, and I try not to do it so big because I don't want the person that's projecting or releasing to think that I'm being a total asshole and laughing to their face. I'm not. I'm just realizing that they're just playing out their character and I am aware of it. That's me. So it's like, last night I was laying in bed and I was thinking about all this stuff. And I heard, does time travel exist? And then I heard, absolutely. Then I said, it was like I was having a conversation. So it was me talking to my higher self. So, does time travel exist? Absolutely. Why do you say absolutely? Well, because you see yourself on all of these different timelines. Those are different aspects of you, and you're in the present looking at the past in the present. Does that make sense? I don't know how I got here other than the only way we traveled through this and got to this timeline here was coming through a woman's womb. Your mother, you came through her tum-tum, her vajayjay. So time travel exists. Now there are other people that can manipulate time travel. And park right here. I'm going to change it up a little. So I don't want to park here. I feel like I want to park over here. I want to be away from everybody. Black velvet. Like my soul. So yeah, time travel. So there are people that can manipulate it, or not even just manipulate it. They figured out how to do it being already on the present timeline that they're in to go back and visit other timelines. But right now we're all living on this timeline, and the people that you bump into and you acknowledge and you become aware of, those people are just they're you. They're just in a different avatar, sort of in a different timeline, from a different time era, playing out, their character. And even though I'm aware of it, at the moment that somebody is projecting or, talking to you, it's not always the first thing I think of when a situation arises, But sometimes when a situation arises, it is brought to my awareness that this is what's happening. And then I'm like, okay. And then I can handle the situation. And then there's times when I just totally don't even think about it. And then I'm like, I get caught up in the whole illusion. And then all of this other stuff. And you're arguing with yourself. So yeah, it's a complicated thing. The I am one, the I am, nothing, but I am everything. Who are you? Nobody. But actually, I'm everybody. What a total mind fuck, Why does it have to be so difficult? Why does it have to be so difficult? It is so unbelievably difficult. But then again, I'm just having a day. I'm having a moment. And I honor this moment. I'm acknowledging this moment. I'm embracing this moment. Thank you for this moment. Without this moment, I wouldn't have realized something else. What's been brought to my attention, just talking to you guys and having this awareness. So I'm kind of glad I made this video today. I actually made a video for you guys yesterday. I just didn't post it. I made 2 videos for you yesterday. I don't think I posted it. I don't remember posting it. I'm still working on that Ascension video. I didn't even work on it this morning, but I did do some yesterday. Yeah, that didn't sound right. I did do some yesterday morning. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. Gotta hide my wrinkles. Moisturize them. So yeah, I did do some on Thursday. I did do some of that video on Friday. Today's Saturday. I probably won't finish it until Sunday or Monday. I didn't realize it was so long. I'm sorry for those of you that hate the long videos. But it is. It's going to be a long video, and it's mostly for the people that are new to this whole awakening. It was brought to my attention. I'm guided to do this video. It's been brought to my attention that there's a lot of people that are waking up that are new to all of this, and they don't know what's really going on, and their first place to look is, the web, the net. So they're like Googling stuff, and the people that need to know are the ones that will find my video. So it's more directed to them, because it's just like, what is the Ascension? And it just kind of explains, what it is. And it was supposed to be just like what it is in a nutshell, and then it grew into like this whole like large ball of information. But it could be for you guys too, just like a refresher. So man, it's 9 o'clock. I even left later because I just didn't want to be here at 9, and I still made it here on time. I am tired. So I'm going to go and wind. I'm going to go walk inside with my head held high and be the bigger person. I might even apologize. Apologizing is not easy, but I'm going to do it. Okay, guys, I love you. Have a good day, and just know that you are not alone in this. And if anybody knows what the hell is going on cosmically, please share with me. I really need to validate this feeling. Is it Mercury retrograde? Is it this damn Aries full moon? It could be, because Aries is a fire sign. Aries is fiery, and I think Mercury is the ruling planet of Aries. I don't remember. It has to be. It's like the war. That was me yesterday. Okay. I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.